What's going on, Toy Fan? Project Piper Customs here, and as you can see in front of me, we have a big one. And today we're having a look at the NECA San Diego Comic-Con 2019 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Capture of Splinter box set. You thought insurance salesmen were pushy? Well, hold my beer. Let's go. Alright, welcome back, Toy Fam. I'm not wasting any time with this. You can see what's in front of you. Would you like to know what's inside? I'm sure most of you already know. Now, this thing is so big it won't even fit in my whole display. Oh dear. But here, as you can see, we have the Foot Clan bandana with Orokosaki symbol. Alright, let's carefully take this away and turn it around because it's fucking long. And as you can see on the back, it is the tied knot of the bandana. Oh, some promotional Splinter image. Hello. Ooh. Okay, that's the best I can do because the thing's so long and nothing there at all. Alright, so let's spin this right round, baby, and get on with the unboxing. Yeah! And just like a Russian nesting doll, excuse my light in the corner, the cover just slipped off to reveal everything in the packaging. Okay, we have a weapons rack, weapons, foot soldier, splinter, box, shredder, hands, weapons, foot soldier, hands, weapons. Okay, lovely display, absolutely awesome. Now if we turn it up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and long ass box it still is. Some shredder action on the side there, and we spin it around, some more splinter action on the side there, and on the back, a nice look. Fair play to NECA for the little promotional image. Alright, bastards stole my idea for the thumbnail. I'm still going to do it anyway. But yeah, so we have all four on display as the setup is meant to be. Of course, this is Capture of Splinter box set. So of course, this is a natural display that you're going to want to have them in. Alright, and if we look to the side, some more images here. Close up, weapons rack. Okay, pretty much variant of this shot. And of course, Shredder in his lovely gloss cape. Alright, here's a little read up from the side. There you go. Alright, you done? Can I open this thing? Good, let's go. And one last spin for fun. Alrighty, let's go. Boom, and there they are out of the box, looking mint. Now, which one do we look at first? I'm going to save Shredder and Splinter, and let's take a look at a foot soldier, considering there are two of them, and you know, kill two birds one stone, because I'm so excited, they are identical pretty much. So let's bring him forward and take a closer look at the foot soldier and all his glory. Now there is an awesome texture all over his gi uniform, whatever you want to call it. Okay, good look at the head. Now there is a couple of paint imperfections here. There's a little bit of silver there, a little right in the eye socket there, you know, nothing a little bit of matte black won't fix. A good look at Orokusaki's symbol on his brow, as Splinter would say. Okay, turn it around, we do have a articulated bandana piece which does remove. Alright, we'll go more into articulation in a bit. And yeah, just beautiful texturing all the way around. Look at the gauntlets, man. There's a symbol on that too. They went all out on these. There is actually a fabric sash blended in with a plastic sculpted one. Alright, so you've got the plastic one on there and a fabric one up there. Alright, that sculpt work continues all the way down into the knees, and you've got some nice wraps along the ninja feet. Okay, let's take a look at the back. There you go. Awesome. So army build, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity to. Alright, so that is a Foot Clan. Let's have a look quickly again at the eyes. You see the mesh on the eyes themselves. It would be nice if there actually was a mesh and you'd be able to see some eyeballs in between. But that is pushing it for the price point. Alright, so these things are lush. Let's get some focus going. It's a bit dark, trying to get some moody lighting in here. But there we are. Okay, so that is a foot soldier. Bearing in mind, they both are identical. Now, since we've got the foot out the way, which one of these two beauties shall we look at first? I think we've got to do Splinter. He is the more complex out of the two. Okay, and there's a lot to go over with Shredder too as well. Alright, so let's have a look at Splinter now. He is obviously wearing a fabric robe. Let's move that out of the way. Give myself some elbow room. Right. Okay, and obviously he has a shackle with a nice chain. Alright, and then we have this little bit of nylon, you know, just as a black belt. I've got it in just a double knot for now. Obviously there is a proper way of doing a knot for a black belt, and I'll do that later when it comes to a display. But for now I just got it in there, keeps it doing. But it is extremely long, so I might have to trim it down a bit. So you look at that, that's really, really long. So who knows. But let's have a look at the detail, because there is some stitched in detail on the robe itself. I love the way it's all tattered up and battered. So we've got a little slit there for that leg, and of course another little arch for that leg. Nice holes where it flares out at the hands. There is some holes just for the elbows, as there is a little bit of a moulded hair piece there. Alright, and the whole thing is just battered up completely. And there's the back, a few more holes, and obviously its feet. Okay, lots of articulation in the feet, which we'll go over soon. One thing I will, because I know you're probably desperate to know, now I think there's a bendy wire in here. It's got the holes. It's one of those weird flexible pieces with the holes, and I could never work out how it worked. I believe there's a bendy wire in it. It doesn't like bend at will like something with a bendy wire in it would. You know, it takes a few bits of movement to actually get it to where you want to go. But it does bend. I just don't know which of the two methods that they use for bendy stuff it is in general, obviously. So yeah, so the towel does bend to put your mind at ease. All right, and also what I found really, really good, let's bring in the face detail. Look at that, fuck's sake, pardon my French. However, I'm going to give credit, massive credit, to the sculptors. The credits were on the box. And yeah, so shout out to you guys. I'm going to put your names up on the screen just here, and all of you absolutely killed it with these, and you've been killing it since been doing these as well with the original brothers, and of course a shredder and a foot in this bad boy. But it has got a sole patch just here, which is a soft rubber piece. All right, nice. Look at that, just the tiredness of it. You can see it in his eyes. He does obviously have the cut off ear. I love the attention to detail. Okay, and lots of different colours and washes going on in the face. Alright, now I thought that these shackles were on like permanently. I thought, are you kidding me, man? We get a Splinter, and the only poses we can get him in is obviously for the very theme of the box set, the capture. But fear not, they actually can come off. Okay, so they are hinged, as you can see there. Okay, and this can just slide straight off. Do it very gently though. Okay, they can slide off. Obviously it won't do it for me now on camera, so typical. Alright, so I was having to play with these. There you go, pills are good. Alright, and that can just hinge open and they can come off. So you've got yourself just a Splinter for regular displays, which is fucking sweet. Alright, so let's just take that off, because I'm not going to faff on camera trying to put it back on. And we'll get the other one off too, which is this side. Alright, and that just pops open like that. And there you go, he is free. Hurrah. There you go. And that is Splinter in all his glory. And when we get to some articulation, alright, because there's a lot to go over underneath the robe, it's got a good mechanism. Alright, so let's put him back and let's get on to the shredder. Please stand up. There you go, good boy. Let's move on to him now. Yeah, he is sporting, I think, pretty much a very identical body mould as the Ujima Flips, the foot soldier, just obviously different colour variation. He's got the maroon red with all this, the glittery sort of effect, and that really does shimmer in the light, which is really awesome. Okay, and yeah, he's got an awesome headpiece. Now this thing here that comes over him, alright, this is very, very soft rubber. Okay, now mine was a bit warped out of the packaging. It was pretty much just cupping his face, and as you can see, it's got a bit of an air bulge there. Alright, so it's a bit annoying. I have to get some proper heat onto that to try and get that out and try and get that to shape better. Alright, but yeah, that does, I managed to use a little bit of heat at the moment just to keep these flared out a little bit, the hot and cold method. Alright, so this is very soft and it's malleable, so even if yours does come warped out the packaging, you can, you know, manipulate it a bit better, so it takes a better form. Alright, and its head, the texturing on this is fantastic. Yeah, that's that stupid bloody bulge, as you can see there. It's annoying. Just shame happened with my one, but life will go on. Okay, all the texturing is continued throughout the back. Again, he's got the fabric sash along with the plastic one. Alright, and of course his blades, the shoulder ones, all of them are all soft rubber. Okay, so they're not going to hurt you. They're all flexible and soft. Okay, even the ones in the gauntlets. And the ones on his wrist, they're solid. He just fell over. As you can see, I think Splinter needs a little bit of a rest. There you go. You sleep tight, fella. Alright, so yes, the ones on the wrist are indeed very, well, they're not sharp, but they're rigid. Okay, so these do have the ability to break, so just be careful of those. Alright, but yeah, the whole gauntlet piece is a separate piece, which can move on its own. It's a soft rubber. Alright, and same on both malleable blades, and again on his shin pads as well. You know, they're all flexible, so they're not going to hurt you. But that detail all the way down through into his ninja feet. Okay, and it just looks amazing. The detail here is superb. Alright, they did not spare any expense on the sculpt work, and well, it's what NECA are known for. You know, the detail is unmatched. There you go, you stand up. Let's get Splinter up. Time to wake up, buddy. Alright, you old bastard. Okay, don't fucking expose yourself at me, you bastard. Come on, that's it. Look up, good boy. There you go, finally. All of them are standing up on their own. He is having a little bit of a lean, bad ankle. But yeah, so again, all of them are superbly sculpted. The detail is there. And yeah, they all come with a buttload of accessories. So I think it's time we got onto that, don't you? Let's go. Alright, let's dive into some accessories, because this box set has a load. As you can see in front of you, you've got the weapons rack, alright, with all this lot on it. We have this box, and of course the little minis, and the shackles, technically an accessory. And also we have, obviously, Shredder's cape, and a bunch of hands for the foot and for Shredder. So let's dive into the hands first, okay? So we have a look at Shredder now, and as you can see, he's got fists on him to start with. Alright, one bare, and of course this side always has the two claws. And so yeah, he comes in the box with fists. Pop you there, and let's have a look at his other alternate hands. Alright, so let's start with his right side, and we have a semi-cupping hand for his staff weapon up there, and all of that looks really nice. Lovely detail, nice wash, really brings out the detail in the sculpt. And of course we have an open hand, which is just as nice, just as well washed. Alright, really gives that realistic look. Yeah, beautiful. And of course on the other side, the exact same, but reversed with the claws. Again, open hand, and these really are well detailed. Look at that. Massive attention to detail. And of course, another semi-open hand. That's his fist, actually, my bad. He actually had the cupping hand on him. Okay, so there's the other fist, and here is the other cupping hand that's actually on him, which obviously is the other one to hold that. So there we go. So we get two open hands, two cupping hands, and two fists, all for Shredder. So move them out of the way. Now, the only gripe I have about this set is that you only get one set of hands between both foot soldiers. Alright, so literally, what you'd get for one figure is what you have to make do with for both. So you can only swap them out. So both of them obviously come with fists. Alright. And the one set is, again, two open hands, exactly like Shredder, one for each side, and two cupping hands for their staff weapons, exactly like Shredder. All very well detailed symbols, as you can see, but again, you only get one set between the two of them. A little bit disappointing, but you know, hopefully if we do get these single carded and they do get an international license, then like the regular Turtles have just recently, then they'll include some more sets in, and we'll be able to army build these bastards. Alright, so they're the hands out of the way. Oh, and you also, just like the Turtles, you get an alternate swaying bandana piece, because that does just pop out, so you're going to have it swaying from both sides. So there you go. those are the other loose bits out of the box. Obviously we have a look at Splinter's shackles. There you are, nice real chain, both shackles, which I guess you can use these in other setups for different figures as well. So nice little accessory to have. And of course let's bring the little box forward and have a look what's on there. So we get a nightstick, which is awesome, definitely worth this accessory alone. Alright, brilliant nightstick. We also, I don't remember this being used in the film, but we also get a knife with a sheath. Alright, don't remember what point in the movie that was introduced, but hey, we got one. And of course we get 2 sais. There you go, not exactly like Raph's, but more ninja style. Yeah, 2 sais. And of course the box, the cardboard box, and it actually has NECA's logo on it. Nicely done. Okay, so it is obviously just a card fold, but you know, shame it's glossy. I'd liked it if it was matte, but hey ho. And obviously this is what they got him standing on in the display. Thanks very much. Let's bring this bastard forward, shall we? Oh, there's some goodies on here, ladies and gentlemen. So we get not 1 set of nunchucks, but 2. And here we are. So this one has a chain in the middle and has some studded grips on the hands. Very nice. I don't know if that's, I think that might be a paint defect, not too sure. Yeah, that's a paint defect, but I don't care. So yeah, we get a nice one. There you go. And this one, alright, you think, oh, that's a string version. No, we have a bendy wire version. There you go. A fellow chuckaroo, indeed we do. So you get a bendy wire version of nunchucks. On the rack itself, we get 1 katana or sword, which I think is a direct mold from one of Leo's swords, which I've got right here. Just a bit shorter. In fact, a lot shorter. See the base, handguard and the grip are different. But yeah, no, they are different entirely. Fair play, not a recycled part. Always happy about that. So we get the katana, get back on there. So this is fiddly, not going to lie. There you go. Next we have a bow staff. No details on this, no need for it to be, just plain. It doesn't feel hollow, solid piece, but still very nice. Slips on there. I have no idea what the actual official name of this axe is. Okay, but there was a part in the movie on the attack on April's apartment where one soldier was just had about 20 of these in his hand and he was just handing them out. You get one, and you get one, and you get one. Yeah, so we get 1 of these. Very, very nice. Nicely detailed. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Pop him back without knocking the whole thing over. And then, of course, we finally get to Shredder's stuff. Alright, it's not as big as what I thought, but I guess it wasn't that big in the movie. But yeah, silver tips. Nicely done. And we'll see how he holds it. So we're going to move the wrap back. You go there. Right, let's get the other fist on him. Now, changing out the wrists, pretty straightforward. Okay, there you go, that was on. And let's see how malleable it is. I think, yeah, that just slides in. It's a little bit, I don't know, that was okay. So it holds that quite well. And it obviously can go in either hand. And this is about to fuck you up. So there you go, holds it really, really nice. Awesome for your display, especially for that end fight where he just shows up out of nowhere. He's just falling from the sky. But yeah, so very nicely done. NECA, well played. And then of course, we actually get this lovely little rack. Very well designed, looks like a salmon ladder. Awesome, and it keeps everything tidy and out of the way. There you go. We need more of these. NECA, start getting into more storage pieces. That'll be extremely handy. And yeah, I guess, oh, last but not least, we got some apparel for you, mister. Here's a cape. Alright, now I know we'll see when they were bringing this dude out, especially in the 1/4 scale form. They had to go back and redesign this, like a silvery tiger. Okay, and yeah, so we got a simple hook mechanism, just goes around his neck, and then of course we have a bendy wire, which is sweet. So let's try it on him, shall we? And there it is. Now, I know what you're thinking. Looks pretty ridiculous with it on, right? Well, you're not wrong. It does a little bit. Okay. It's quite long, and it flows obviously down the back. Good for side profiles, I guess. You know, pretty iconic from the movie. Alright, and obviously from the back, it's pretty mental. Alright, but this is the part where everyone wants to know how it looks. Yes, it does fold over his shoulders. And to be honest, I actually much prefer this look. Yeah, it gets a bit ugly around the neck piece where the hook is, but you know, it does look a bit more menacing and more of a representation of how we had the cape in the movie, you know. So I'm not knocking this one. I would easily have this cape displayed in this position on my shelf. Yeah, 100%. But having it fully caped over, draped over even, yeah, not really feeling that one. But with the bendy wire, it does allow you to roll it over the shoulders. Always happy with that. But before we move on, there is one last accessory. Very pleasantly surprised when I saw this. Yes, removable mouth plate with a grill. And here we have him, Rokusaki. And now he will finish what he began with your ear. Nice. So there we are. That is all the accessories that came with this setup, this display, this box set, whatever you want to call it. So now let's move on to some articulation. Alright, so moving on to articulation, I thought I'd start with the most unique piece of the set, which is of course Master Splinter, as he does have a unique articulation scheme. Alright, now I have gone ahead and removed the robe. Nothing about exposing, don't blow me up for exposing a toy rat on fucking camera, but to get a look at the articulation scheme, here's some two shots from the front and the back to give you a better idea. But whilst I'm here, I do have the robe loose, and I'll give you a show of what it's like. So if you've got a Godzilla or a Hasbro Chewbacca, then you might be familiar with this system. So we have 1, 2, 3 separate pieces, and all of them can move individually. Alright, they both can twist. Alright, all three even. Okay, and that allows him to lean really far forward. Okay, and some good back. And all of them can twist. So he's got a good range of movement in the upper torso. Okay. Let me just get this robe back on, preserve his dignity. Okay, so there we are, robe is on again. Now with this head, obviously it's naturally flowing forward, obviously because he's arching over like that, and he is a rat, so there is not much down in terms of articulation. Up, you can get quite high up, so you can look really high, like that, okay. So that's as far down as you can go, unless you want to bend him all the way, okay. He does have a swivel, and he can look left and look right. There you are. Okay, so not much range in the head, sadly, but there was no real way of getting around that with the particular sculpt and design. Okay, obviously I've just shown you the body. He does have, his arms can go up about that far, which is really, really good, and it's not hindered by the cloth because it's so baggy. There is a double joint here, and it's a unique system, same system they've got with these three, just a little bit smaller, and it does have a double joint that bring it all the way in. And then of course we have a swivel and a hinge. I believe there's a hinge. Yes, so we've got a hinge here, alright, which is on the body. The peg is on the body itself. Okay, and it can swivel on the arms. And the other hand is very, very similar. Alright, so we've got hinge going this way, and it can swivel too. Alright, now with the legs, let's show you the legs. Sorry, Splinter. Alright, his legs can come out this far, so really good. Nice Van Damme, having balancing on his tail. Alright, they do have upper thigh swivel here, We do have a single joint at the knee, but it's fairly good. But because he's got hind legs, which he's got the double knuckle, so we have this one here that comes all the way out, and we have a toe hinge. Okay, ideally because a rat has very similar legs to a dog, in which meant to stand like so, and they would be able to stand that way if this part wasn't so damn loose and just buckles under the weight. So for me, unfortunately, I'm going to have to display him with one large foot like that. Okay, and that's the same with the other side. Okay, there you go. So good hind leg effect. Just a shame it's so loose. And the tail, as I've been over, still can't tell if there's a bendy wire in there or not, but it can twist to a certain level. Yeah. Okay, it looks like it's just pegged on there. Okay, and of course it does have some flex and can bend. So there you go. That is Splinter's articulation. Lots going on in the body, not much in the head. Great range in the arms, and a good system for the legs. It would work had they not been loose, but hey ho, like I said, life will go on. Still looks amazing. All right, see if he can actually stand up. I think Mr. Splinter needs a rest, so I'm going to lie him down, and he's going to move on to the foot soldier. Obviously, his articulation will be identical to his, so two birds, one stone. A great range in the head, the double. So we've got the head peg there that goes in, and there's another ball joint at the neck. All right, so we've got double the range. You can look up that far. You can look down really well. Okay, bandana knot, can swivel, and can be ported out and changed up for this one. Okay, so different sway effect. Brilliant range there. In the arms, can come up here. That's how much they got there. Okay, no bicep swivel, but they do a 360. Obviously, because of the mold of the torso, they flare out here. But again, we've got this great double joint system here, where it's like the elbow piece is separate. You've got its own separate thing, so you've got a hinge there and a hinge there, so you can get a good collapse in. There you go. What's also great is at both ends it can swivel. So we've got swivel here. And so long as it's not too stiff, we have swivel at the forearm. So it's great. Lots of articulation in the arm there, which is fantastic. Hinge at the wrist. Okay, and it can swivel also, and exactly the same on this side. Now, where it's lacking in all three of these torsos, because they all share the same one, is, of course, there is nothing in the abs at all. All right, not a single thing. There is no crunch. It's just one solid piece, which is a shame. You can crunch forward, obviously, because the crutch area is a rubber piece. So that is pretty much all you're going to get with the lean forward. Lean back, but again, you're mainly leaning back on the legs. You can swivel. It says that. It's just a shame there's nothing going on in the abs. So let's have a look at the legs. Legs can come out. Now, I did warm these up. All of them took a nice warm hot bath. All right, to loosen up all the joints. So very good Van Damme, which you would expect for a ninja. Okay, let's close these back up again. He does have upper thigh swivel. And we do have a double joint at the knee, but this one looks like it's a molded joint here. So this one is a little bit stiff. So just be very, very careful. And it will, yeah, there you go. Okay, as you can see, it's got its own shape. It's where it just pops in and out. Okay, come on, there you go. Pop, there you go. Just don't want to break it on camera. So yeah, you can just lock in there. So that one's quite stiff, so just be careful with that one. All right, there is no shin swivel, but we do have a nice range on the foot. Can't come up that high, sadly. You can come down quite low. And we do have a rocker, really good rocker. It's just a shame it can't come up that high. And next is that same for the foot. And that covers both the foot, because they are exactly the same. Alright, and to be honest, that covers the shredder too, but we're still going to go look at shredder. Alright, because he does have the same buck, you know. So, with the head, he does have this floating neck piece. Alright, to give his uniform, you know, that much more, you know, menacing, where it's all covered up. Alright, so his head, he can look down that far. He can look up that far. Not too bad. And obviously he can side to side, and he's got a little bit of a tilt too. There we are. Let's see again with the arms. That much. Same again. That double joint system here, so you can really get a good close in. That's nice. It's not bad. There you go. And of course the wrist, just on a simple standard peg like that. Get back in there. Same again with this side. Alright, nice range there. Again, sod all going on in the torso. Nothing here at all, apart from some swivel. That's about it. Okay, legs. Again, very good Van Dam for shredder. I would expect nothing less. Okay, he fell over. Upper thigh swivel. Again, same system on the leg. Very, very stiff second joint, but it can do. Pops in like that. And which is a good thing, all these pieces are rubber, because you really got to crush it. And then going on to his ninja feet, again, not much up, pretty good down, and you get a decent rocker, but it can be hindered slightly on these shin guards, which can slide up. These are separate pieces along with here. You can just shimmy up and down and move themselves, so you can just move them out of the way. And that is how all four of these bastards can move. Okay, lots of posing possibilities and lots of dynamic shots on lots of scene recreations. Okay, we've got 2 down and 2 standing. Let's move on to some size comparisons. And here we have the 2 foot soldiers next to Raphael and Leonardo, and as you can see they're just taller than the turtles themselves. And here we have all 4 brothers next to their master, Splinter. And here we have all 4 brothers next to the Shredder. Okay, final thoughts on this set, and it's pretty obvious. I absolutely love it. NECA killed it 100%, just like they did with the Turtles, with such detailed movie accurate sculpts. They're more photogenic than I am. I'm just joking. No, but seriously. Hopefully we'll see a single carded release so we can army build that Foot Clan, and hopefully some point down the line we'll get international distribution, just like we're getting with the Turtles later on in the year. And fingers crossed we get some new reveals of this line at New York Comic Con. Fingers crossed for April, Casey, maybe Tatsu, and some Secret of the U stuff. Toka and Razar, wink wink, nudge nudge. So if you can find this set on eBay for a good deal, go for it, but I do recommend not feeding the scalpers. If you've got more patience than that, definitely hang around, because I've got a feeling we will see these in single carded format.
What are these freaks? How do they know how to fight like this? You will answer. Then hang there until you die.
You know I wasn't going to end this review without giving these guys a group shot. They all look awesome together, and I had fun doing this review, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you did, definitely please hit that like button, give the channel a subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when your boy is dropping another one. All of this helps me out massively. We're almost at 300 guys, and all of that is down to you, and I cannot thank you enough. I am on Instagram and Facebook at Project Piper Customs. You want to see some more awesome toy art, which I know you do, head on over to Toy Comics Inc. and the ACBA Facebook pages and Instagrams. All the links will be in the description. And to get your latest news, reviews, customizing tips, prop making tutorials, behind the scenes, dial walkthroughs, everything and all of that, head on over to the Plastic Action UK website, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube channel, which your boy manages, and I host a podcast because you know you want to hear more of this sexy voice. I'm kidding, but seriously, head on over there, do it. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching, means the world. Take care, have a good one, until next time.